Hello again, we're back with eFootball 2025 and we're going to continue with the building of a team from zero. And we were submerged in the skills for every type of player, for like every position. So we're gonna go straight to that. This time I think I'm gonna be talking about abilities, and then we're gonna start the long road of finding players for every position and explaining the points, type of training that I think is the best for, to build a team with lots of aerial strength and balanced enough to give advantage, not give advantage, but to give an extra help to standard players like us. All right, so we reached the DMF skills. We're going to the forwards. So AMFs need a very specific set of skills. It's a mix between the DMF and the forward. So this guy is we're gonna use another example which is a little bit more precise. So Zielinski, this is one of the best cards I have been showing. It's a multi-purpose player with very interesting stats. So he has a little bit of defense. That's a thing I prefer when it comes to AMFs. And I told you I think they should have good kicking power, good balance, good tight possession, and some finishing. I prefer finishing above 80. So I think with a little bit of defense, you should go for interception. So this guy comes with a very interesting set of skills. He has the double touch, long range curler, deeping shot, long range shooting, one-time shot, one-touch pass, through passing and outside curler. He comes with every shooting skill. That is very important. I think AMFs don't need a long-range curler that much. What I'm saying is that it is better for them to have it, but if you need to choose one ability to leave behind or like leave out of your build, I think that should be a long-range curler. For example, for this case. So when I see the skill set, you have to think, he has fighting spirit. No, fighting spirit is everywhere, so we need the fighting spirit. Outside curler, he has outside curler. I demand outside curler in every player because in my opinion it makes passing faster. It's more precise but also faster. So he has outside curler. Yes, he has the outside curler. Now AMFs, they have to have a heel trick. Does he have the heel trick? No. Okay, so that's another thing. We are lacking fighting spirit, heel trick. He has one-touch pass, yes. He has one-time shot. I think one-time shot is not mandatory, but it's like better, but a lot better. So he has one-time shot, yes, cool. So now he has double touch. Does he have soul control? No. So we need the soul control. And then check the additional skill set. I added the soul control, the heel trick, the interception, and the fighting spirit. I think there was no need for anything else. Weighted pass could have been low lofted pass, pinpoint crossing, flip flop. It could have been aerial superiority, sliding tackle. So it's your choice. The main abilities you need for this type of player, in my opinion, is double touch, soul control, long range shooting, one time shot, one touch pass, through passing. That's a very important one. Through passing, outside curler, interception, fighting spirit, and heel trick. Then it's more or less the same. And you're going to tell me, dude, but those are like 12, 14 abilities. Well, yeah, I think a very good player, a player that you should pick for your main team and to go into competitive gameplay, it's a player with 12 to 15 very good abilities, very good skills. So Bellingham, for example, he has the double touch, the flip flop, the soul control, cut behind and turn is a plus. Rising shot, I don't care about that. He has the one time shot, one touch pass, outside curler, interception, and fighting spirit. And check that out. He's like a natural AMF. And he's considered a player that will be using interception. So this is a very, very proper set of skills for him, and he has the fighting spirit. So he's missing the long range shooting. I added the long range curler, but just because he is very good and he has too many skills. So heel trick, through passing, and again weighted pass. It could have been again pinpoint crossing or aerial superiority. Aerial superiority wasn't bad on this guy, but he has not that much jumping with my training, so I just went for more passing. And again, he has like, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. Yeah, it's like 12, 13 very, very good skills. So again, it's more or less the same thing. In the case of Kimmich, he has some abilities. He lacks some skills because I started building him with a more defensive idea. Like, I was thinking about him being very good at defense, so I went for man marking, blocker, and then outside curler, soul control, and double touch. Truth is, the guy is very good at defending and gives a very good hand, so it's not wrong, but maybe because I use him as an AMF, I will have leave out man marking and blocker for heel trick and one time shot. Yeah, probably. But Kimmich can actually be like a fullback or a DMF, and as a DMF with these abilities and that defense, with 96 stamina and 92 jumping and speed, acceleration 82, he will be very good. So I think a training for Kimmich will be more like this, with man marking and blocker. Okay, so those are the skills for AMFs. When it comes to the wingers, I know it says midfielder, but these are my false midfielders because I use them as wingers. Well, let's check this one out. Now, this one. Wingers, in my opinion, I mean, let's say 5 abilities that I look for the most in wingers are, I mean, they cannot be missing double touch, soul control, through passing, outside curler, fighting spirit, and that's basically it. But it will be better for example, Son is missing a bunch of very good abilities because he has a lot of useless stuff like scissor feint, chop turn, acrobatic finishing because he's a center forward, gamemanship, track back. I really like it. I really like track back, and captaincy, those are missed abilities. I would love to have a better card for Son with like resetted abilities, better abilities, like for example, full double touch and soul control instead of scissor feint or chop turn. But those are the main abilities. The outside, I ended up adding the skills. I keep saying abilities, but I'm talking about skills. I added the, as much as I could. So soul control, one touch pass, through passing, outside curler, fighting spirit. He already has the one-time shot, the long range curler. I think wingers can avoid long range shooting. It's very good, but it's not completely necessary. So those are the main abilities. But let's check Messi, for example. He has the double touch. I added the soul control. The flip-flop, it was just because he's Messi, and I wanted for him to have the full Neymar's double touch. But flip-flop and gamemanship were kind of a mistake. It was a different time, I didn't know. But gamemanship should be outside curler. Yeah, without the shadow of a doubt. At some point, I might start trying to replace that, which means using a lot of abilities, a lot of ability training programs to reset that gamemanship into either outside curler or pinpoint crossing. It's very good to have pinpoint crossing on wingers, but it's kind of difficult because I think some other abilities are more important. So this guy has the double touch, the long range curler, one-time shot, one-touch pass, through passing. Those are all premium abilities for wingers. And fighting spirit. The rest is all whatever. So soul control, long range shooting, and heal trick. Very good abilities to add. Oh, I forgot. Son doesn't have one of the most important abilities, for example, because I didn't have any more space, which is heal trick. Wingers should have heal trick. Outside curler and heal trick, double touch and soul control, those are very important, like skills you cannot miss in a winger. In my case, I have to withstand the fact of not having the heal trick because Son is a very good card in my case. I mean, he works perfectly for my type of team, gameplay, and strategy. So those are the main abilities for wingers. And the forwards are close to the wingers, but I just forget completely about passing. These guys need to concentrate solely on attacking. And there is a thing. Every one of my forwards, of my center forwards, have fighting spirit and super sub. Why? It becomes very difficult for me to pick a player to start the game if he has the arrow pointing up while having also super sub. It really, I don't know, it feels stupid because, you know, the arrow up is going to be more or less leveled with the lack of super sub power up. So you win in one side and you lose in the other one, and it's really annoying. So what I did was adding super sub to everyone. So whoever comes with the arrow pointing up or diagonally up is going to play the game, because nobody is going to lose the super sub. Because whatever I do, all replacements are going to have the super sub. So no problem. Everybody, super sub and fighting spirit, super sub and fighting spirit, super sub and fighting spirit. And this guy, super sub and fighting spirit. Nobody comes with stupid fighting spirit. This is crazy. It took me a lot of time to find all the abilities I need, all the skills I needed for these forwards. So, what do you need in a forward? I think you should have heading, especially heading, because we are building either very tall or very capable players at jumping. So we need the heading. Heading, a bullet header is a special skill for Nunez. So heading, long range curler, long range shooting, one-time shot, aerial superiority, and fighting spirit. Those are key. If your forward is very good at dribbling and stuff, you could have double touch. I don't use it with my forwards. And plus, my build for my training for Nunez is not very good when it comes to dribbling. So he has lots of acceleration and good speed, but his dribbling is not good. So the double touch is going to be kind of not that good. So what do I think it's needed without a doubt in forwards? Well, besides all of those good skills that he has, you need soul control, chip shot control, heel trick, acrobatic finishing, and well, the super sub. I already talked about the super sub. And acrobatic finishing, I don't go crazy about the acrobatic finishing. It can be left like outside the training. But in this case, I had the acrobatic finishing, and I thought every forward has the acrobatic finishing, so I'm going to just stick it there. There was one missing important ability, a skill, but yeah. So I'm gonna show you this one. This guy is my main forward, one of the best free cards since always, since forever. So the guy comes with heading, long range curler, chip shot control, long range shooting, acrobatic finishing, one-time shot, and and that's it. Those are the super good ability skills. Oh my god, it's terrible. I keep saying ability. He also has knuckle shot and rising shot. Forwards, they welcome with joy stuff like knuckle shot, rising shot, descending shot, deeping shot. That's the name, deeping shot. So he needed soul control. You see, no double touch. Soul control, heel trick, aerial superiority, super sub, fighting spirit. It's a basic set of abilities. The skills I added are completely necessary. So he has a lot of very good skills, but those 5 were completely necessary. And I'm going to show you Kluivert, one of my main cards. and you see, check it out. I think Kluivert and Sally were in the need of the same amount of, the same type of skill. Yeah, this guy had heading, chip shot control, knuckle shot, rising shot, long range shooting, acrobatic finishing, one-time shot, one-touch pass. He has one-touch pass, that's very good. And he had outside curler. So I added soul control, heel trick, aerial superiority, super sub, fighting spirit. You have to notice that this guy is missing the long range curler. That's really not that good, but he's been scoring without problems and with lots of curve, and really the only skill I think you could replace in this case is soul control. Heel trick, aerial superiority, super sub, fighting spirit, those are too important. And if you think you're not going to be using the cheat shot, the soul control shot, and you're going to go straight for the violet VAR with the kicking button and the running button, if you're gonna use that type of shot, then the soul control is not really necessary. I don't like that, because when I decide to try the cheat shot, I like automatically try to perform the commands, and if the player doesn't have the soul control, I'm gonna end up losing like rhythm. I'm gonna be waiting for something that's not going to come out, and then I'm gonna get distracted. So yeah, I kind of need the soul control. So those are the main skills for forwards. Of course, if you want to know about a certain specific skill, why this, why not, why like maybe, just send them to the message. Send those thoughts to the message section, and we will talk about them. Now we finished with the skills, and now we're gonna go straight to the very long explanation about trainings. So I already talked a little bit about the goalkeepers during the first video, but we're gonna put everything like in order, so we're gonna repeat a little bit. Goalkeepers. First, we're gonna talk about the points. I can distribute points a little bit different when it comes to Unai Simón, but basically what you need to do is have everything above 85 and almost everything 90 and above 90. So this guy is good because he is 190. We already talked about the physicality, like how the body should be, like the biometry. Goalkeepers should be from 188 to 2 meters. So 190 is good, very good. Is right there. So he's 190 and he jumps a lot. So I think he's still good. He has very good reflexes and very good reach. That's why I'm sacrificing a little bit of awareness and catching. But the thing is, deflecting is not that good. So he is a goalkeeper that should be replaced. He's still my main goalkeeper, but that's because I'm still trying to find the low punt, which is the only good skill that you cannot miss in a goalkeeper. So this guy has the low punt. Those are his numbers, but I'm gonna show you I'm going to show you like here. I have, for example, in store, I have also this guy, but you see, this guy is technically better than Unai Simon because he has everything over 85, catching and reach are almost 90, and deflecting is 88, and then two stats in 90. But his jumping is not that good. He has incredible kicking power. That's the thing with Ederson Moraes. This card, I like it a lot. I think it's one of the best players of the week that I got. But he's still not like completely competitive because he's 188. So he's 188, not that much jumping. So sometimes I use him while going to divisions, but I try to avoid this guy. For example, okay, this is a very good example. What is the problem with this guy? He's almost above, I mean, he's 90 in everything. Yeah, but he is very tall, 195, so that's all very good, but his jumping sucks, and deflecting is way below what you should have. And that's a problem because you see, goalkeepers have this thing. If they are bad at deflecting, for example, they're going to end up deflecting the ball right into your opponent, and then he's going to kick to goal with no one to do anything about it. And catching, if you don't have catching, which is, I think, the case of guys like right, I think okay, well, no, wait, first I'm going to show you another one. This is the goalkeeper I want to use once I get the low punt. For example, Courtois. Courtois is catching 85, right there. He has 90 in everything else, and his jumping is 71, which is not that bad because he is 199. So this is a very good goalkeeper. Everybody says that his biometry is the best in the game. And of course, it will be good to have the special double booster paid player. That guy is just a stupid monster. But this goalkeeper is very good. And the other goalkeeper I'm trying to train is Oblak. Oblak is amazing. He's below 190, but he's 188, which is right there. That's the limit. So it's very good. But his numbers are amazing. Amazing. Everything 90 or above. Jumping 75. Yeah, his numbers are very, very good. And he's a free player that you are going to get for sure because you get him in the penalty minigame. So this is a sure goalkeeper for you that might probably, he probably is going to turn into your main goalkeeper because Courtois is, you have to have the GP one or I don't know, you have to wait. So this guy is an amazing option, but what is the problem? He doesn't have the low punt. The same with Courtois, they don't have the low punt. So I'm waiting while adding other very good skills for goalkeepers, and I'm waiting for the low punt. Once I get the low punt, these guys go in. My other main goalkeeper is a goalkeeper that a lot of people have because not so long ago there was a nomination option, like a nomination card for this dude. Is Ter Stegen. Ter Stegen is very good, but check the problem. He's 90 or above 90, very good reflexes, that's super good. But the problem is still him not having enough catching. 82 is too low, so he has one broken stat, and that one broken stat makes everything breaks the package. You know, it's a machine that's going to work properly fine, totally fine until the time of catching, and then he's going to fuck you up. He's going to end up giving away too many corners or too many rebounded balls that should have been catched. So that's really a weak, very weak option. Courtois was more or less the same. It was 85, but you know, 85 is 85, 82 is not good. And Courtois is 199. This guy is 187, which is super annoying, because 187, why the fuck he's not 188? Come on, man. So yeah, but Ter Stegen is one of my main cards since the beginning of the game. He's been around for 1600 games. So I'm gonna switch him only when I get those low punts for the other guys. So that's Ter Stegen. Those are the those are the numbers you're gonna be looking for in a goalkeeper. Not very difficult to understand, just everything above 90 when it comes to goalkeeping abilities. And let me check the time. It's 30 minutes, so we're fine. We're gonna be covering, I think we're gonna cover the entire defense. So, other options for goalkeepers. Check this out. Unai Simon is a very special card. You're not going to get this guy, you know, like easily. This was a thing that came in the special Epic Players box. But Ter Stegen is a very good option. Lots of people have Ter Stegen. Then Courtois, Oblak, like I showed you before, and Dibu Martinez. Well, Dibu Martinez is a very good option because when Pires was offered, getting the Pires pack also granted you like 10 players of the week, including Dibu Martinez. So a lot of people have Dibu Martinez. Then I think David De Gea, he's not that bad. I'm gonna show you that. I'm gonna show you David De Gea. I'll show you David De Gea. Okay, he's not incredible, but he's not bad. Where is this guy? This guy, for example, he's not that good. Check this out. I got him as a player of the week, and I needed an Italian league goalkeeper with low punt, so I kept him. He's 2 meters, but catching 82 is really bad. Jumping 66, and he's not bad, but he's really not that good. And the real problem here is that if you need to keep one stat high, it's reflexes, and he's only 86 in reflexes. He's too slow, too heavy. And okay, I wanted to show you De Gea. Where is De Gea? This is my other Italian goalkeeper here. De Gea's numbers are very good. He has reflexes 96, so that's crazy. And catching and deflecting 86, but he's a very good event goalkeeper, and if you don't have very good goalkeepers for your main team, then you should use him until you get one of those Oblak, Courtois, Ter Stegen, and so on. Okay, so who was... yes, Moraes. Okay, we're going to talk about the center backs, but I'm going to be always using my main team as the standard example, and then I'm going to give you like options. So, center backs. Let's use this guy because everybody's going to get this guy. Whatever you do, you're gonna get Tony Adams, and you're gonna have like the best free center back in the game. I don't care about anything. This is the one. This is the best free center back in the game. better than Rudiger, better than Saliba, better than everybody else. He's just too good. So this guy has lots of technique. He has everything with my training, of course, but this is more or less what I look for in a center back. So he has ball control over 70 and low pass over 70 and lofted pass over 70. Those are the values I was looking for. At least 70. Then, of course, he is over 90 in almost every defensive value, but I left the defensive engagement a little bit low. I keep seeing people using defenders with 92, 94 in everything, in every stat. But, for example, leaving a Van Dijk with 92, 94, the full defense, and stamina 78. So, I think that having a center back with low stamina is gonna cost you dearly, because you either gonna be playing the last part of the first half and almost the entire second half with a completely wasted center back. If you don't do that, but you want the incredible strong defense, then you're gonna be switching the center back either early in the second half, or at least you're gonna have to switch him for sure, which is going to ruin my substitute strategy. With 90, this guy is gonna last for the entire game, and he's gonna stay strong. Now, physical contact and jumping, you want that above 90. And speed and acceleration, you want speed above 82, preferably 88, and acceleration above 75. Less than 75 is 74, 75 is more or less okay. He could be a little bit faster. Okay, as a general rule. Now, with 90 stamina, that stamina is gonna start reinforcing physical contact, jumping, and defense. So that's something you have to keep in mind. While the opponent's players are gonna start getting tired and losing stats, you're gonna be able to keep your stats, because center backs do not run that much. So they stay strong until the last part of the match. And players with more defensive numbers are going to be lying to you by the end of the first half, or either the beginning of the second one. They're going to be lying to you, because when the stamina bar decreases too much, they start losing stats very quickly. So keep that in mind. It's a very good tip for new players. You think you're going to be marking with a guy with 94, 95 defense, and you're going to be marking with a guy with maybe 90, not even 90, it's going to be like 80, 85 with almost a red stamina bar. They're going to be 80, 85 with luck. So remember that. So that's a center back for me. Those numbers are amazing. So what do we have here? This guy is very interesting. He has 72 low pass, 74 lofted pass, 74. This guy is a beast. He still can keep 90 in every defensive aspect, but I trained him to have 90 stamina and 94 speed. Now, this guy chases forwards when they escape, and he's able to catch them, and he's able to keep that pressure because of the 90 stamina. So Saliba is one of my main, of course, this is my other main defender. I want to find something a little bit better with more jumping and more physical contact. Either way, he is 193. But it's going to be very difficult because this guy was for free. He came with a special box of speedsters, so that means very fast players. This guy is exceptionally fast. The card is not normally that fast. So, yeah, he's going to be very difficult to replace. But this guy is one of the best defenders you could get. So if you have this card, this should be one of your main defenders. You're going to see him in a lot of teams because everybody knows he's a monster. Now, I forgot about to tell you that I prefer defenders ranging from 190 to 195. I don't think 195 is really that good. I think it's better to have them with 190 and more jumping. So this guy is right there. I think defenders should be again from 188. Center backs, I mean. 188. So this guy is 191. Perfect. These guys are 186. You see, this guy is 186, but he has 92 jumping, physical contact 92, and stamina 92. His defensive numbers are amazing, and you're gonna tell me, hey, but he's 75 and acceleration 70. Yeah, that sucks. But he's going to be protected by another player with better numbers at speed, and he's gonna start becoming faster every minute. You know, by the half of the first half. He's gonna be faster because he has 92 stamina. So forwards are going to start losing their speed, and he's gonna stay solid. So remember that you need to be able to play properly and defend properly for the first 30 minutes, and then you're gonna start feeling players like this becoming stronger, better. They're gonna start stealing balls, and you're gonna say, "Whoa, what was that? This guy just robbed the forward." But yeah, it's gonna be like that because of that 92 stamina that turns physical contact and jumping into something else. He has the low pass, the lofted pass, the ball control. Amazing player. And you see, if I use this guy and the other guy, this one is gonna be faster. This guy is gonna put the speed, and he has crazy jumping. Now, he has the technique point, but this Gvardiol that you also going to get for sure because he comes with a penalty game, he's lacking stamina. That is his only problem. I would love for him to have maybe 86, and maybe you can do something like that, removing some physical contact and jumping, but he's 185, so I really want to have all that jumping because he has 185. He's still going to last for the entire match, but he's not going to be that strong, and by the end of the match he's going to start losing stats. So yeah, remember that. Maybe it's better to just go for the stamina and not losing, while losing a little bit of physical contact and jumping. I'm gonna try that maybe later, just to see what happens. Okay, so examples for center backs. I showed you the numbers. They need to be tall, they need to have physical contact, they need to have jumping, they need to have stamina, they need to have defense. Examples. Okay, so this guy you're gonna get for sure. A free Saliba is always okay, and not super competitive in my opinion, but it's always okay. There was a Saliba with the last Arsenal box they gave us, so that guy was more or less okay. Not comparable with this guy, but he was okay. So Tony Adams is a sure thing. Gvardiol, a sure thing. This guy has many versions. This version is a very difficult thing to have because again came with the free Epic box, and it was, if without the free Epic box he was a paid player, like one of those 150 players boxes. You need to waste like $200, so well, at least $100 and something. So this one, if you have other versions, he's going to be more or less okay, but you're going to lose lots of stats either in defense, jumping, or speed. But if you lower the speed, then he's not going to be good. So free examples for center backs. Check this out. We already have, I got this. I mean, it was amazing. It was amazing getting these two players. But these two players, if you got them with the players of the week, they are top picks. I'm gonna show them in my other team because I have them in the other team. So you have, for example, where is he? Rudiger, amazing option. I trained him with not that much defensive engagement. It's gonna be 82. But he's going to be physical contact 88, jumping 90, stamina 85, which is really difficult with Rudiger. So I was trying to get that 85 stamina. He's going to have 92 speed, and he has one of the best biometries in the game, long legs to intercept balls. So this is one of your main options. One of the many Rudiger versions, even the player of the week with the booster, are excellent cards to start a competitive team. Yeah, so remember, I'm not using this guy anymore because of the stamina, and because I'm gonna give you a comparison. That was dumb. Okay, Rudiger, come back, Rudy. Where are you? Okay, I can compare this guy to he had this position, but I ended up thinking that Vardiol was just better. So what is Rudiger's problem, in my opinion, is the technique. He doesn't have that 70 ball control. Lofted pass is okay, but he doesn't have the low pass. That's a huge difference with Vardiol. Heading is not that good, which is not that terrible, but it is kind of shitty for a defender. The speed is not that different, 92, 88, I mean, it's just 88 is very fast. Acceleration, lower. Kicking power, I don't care about kicking power when it comes to center backs. Jumping 95 against 90, and physical contact 90 against 88. So with all those things taking account, plus the balance. Vardiol has very good balance because he can also be a fullback. So yeah, that's a huge advantage. And stamina, Rudiger ends up having one extra point, but there is no difference. And then defensive engagement, huge difference in defensive engagement to have players with the speed and the stamina. So yeah, all in all, Vardiol looked better. Plus, Vardiol comes with through passing and weighted pass, and Rudiger had, well, I can't check that like that because I need to see this thing. He had only long throws. I added the other abilities, so yeah. I think Vardiol is better. Okay, it's almost time. So we're gonna talk a little bit more about the some center backs, or maybe I can show you fullbacks. But okay, so Rudiger, Colville, no, but stuff like Strania Pavlovic, for example, player of the week. Nastasic, I told you I was going to show you the numbers on these guys. These are very good players. For example, Araujo is super good, always. So these are very good options. Bastoni, he comes just like this with the player of the week card. This card is just crazy. Check the technique, the passing. And he comes with one-touch pass, pinpoint crossing, and low-lofted pass. This guy is completely built. It's good to the point of being stupid. There is only acrobatic clearance missing, and I think it would have been better to have that than to have sliding tackle. But, you know, it's a free card with everything on it, so. And Araujo, 90 jumping, physical contact 89, stamina 86. He doesn't have the ball control. That's a shame. But the card is top card. Very, very good one. He has one-time shot, not very useful, but he has the 8 defensive abilities. Very good stats, 88 speed. Yeah, this card is crazy. So those are some options for center backs. I think it's gonna be too tight trying to explain fullbacks without running, and then it's gonna be just a little time to give examples. So I'm gonna try and find some other center back that could be useful for you, and we're gonna just cut the video and go straight to the next one, in which we're going to continue with players and stats for every position. Here we're gonna talk about you, Kyle, in the next video, because you are one of the free new monsters, or new free monsters. Ha. Okay, so some other examples. Okay, wait, I could check teams by league. For example, I'm using my Spanish team. You see, Rüdiger and Araujo, and then okay, Koundé. Yeah, Koundé, it's, in my opinion, he is one of the best fullbacks, but he also could work as a center back. He's short, 178, but check this training, dudes. He jumps 99 and he has stamina 96. Sometimes I think this guy might be the best center back in the game. I mean, with 99 jumping, physical contact 84, and stamina 96, that's going to keep him running for the entire game. He pushes every stat after 30 minutes. Everything is higher. But like a lot higher. So if you need him as a fullback, send him, use him as a fullback. But if you want to use him as a center back, I keep using him as a center back in a lot of situations, and he's just stupid good. Plus, he has ball control, low pass, lofted pass. Oh my God, this card. And I think there are even better cards. I really liked this one. I have the one from France, Koundé with the French T-shirt, and I just switched him for this one because I don't know, I think numbers were just better in this card. Lots of people have this card, so you know, I hope you kept it, because then you can compete with this guy. You can go and compete. Yeah. So Nastasic is more like a classic defender. It's 188, good numbers, physical contact, jumping, stamina, speed and acceleration are just okay for a player of the week. He comes a little bit short when it comes to ball control, but he's still okay. I think you can play, at least you can play events. Competitive, really truly competitive, I'm recommending like Araujo, Rüdiger, Bastoni, Koundé. Let's see if we have something in the Italian league. Oh wait, I'm going to the Premier. Okay, Adams, of course. this Brandweight, it's not that easy to have this guy. I just kept him because I like the card, but I don't know. If you have him, I think he goes. He's okay, you know. He has the passing. Ball control is not that bad. Very good defensive numbers. He's 195. He has 80 speed and 89 stamina, coming from the players of the week. I really like this card. He's lacking a few abilities. He has no passing, but he has 3, 6. He's missing what? Heading, I don't care about that. And what is him? Sliding tackle. He's missing heading and something is missing. Come on, man. Why can't I find out? Okay, check. We're gonna check this thing. Interception, blocker, sliding tackle, acrobatic clearance. Oh, he's missing acrobatic clearance. Yeah, that's a shame. Whatever, heading is not a problem. Acrobatic clearance, it's something I would like to have. Okay, so this guy is also good, but I'm trying to find. Okay, so Vardiol, of course. Vardiol you're gonna get for sure, so that's a sure thing. I think he's going to be one of your main defenders. Italian League, okay, Bastoni again. De Vrij, a lot of De Vrij cards, players of the week. He's very good. He's very good numbers. He's a little bit slow, but if he plays alongside another faster center back, he's gonna be fine. Lots of stamina, very good skills. No passing skills, that kind of sucks, but very good low pass. Very good low pass, almost perfect ball control. That's a shame. But a lot of De Vrij cards. So if you have him and you need a competitive defender, you can trust that fucker. Well, Fikayo Tomori, it's a Tsubasa card. Probably you have it. No, but Tomori has no stamina, so forget about him. I'm using him because I don't have anything else for the Italian team, but he's not actually good. Okay, I'm going here and I'm gonna try to find one more center back, and if I can't find anything else, I'm just gonna say goodbye. So, well, Konate, yeah, you're gonna have Konate from the penalties. I think his stamina is not that good, but he reaches 85. Lots of physical contact. Jumping is kind of but he's good, and you can use him in the French team. So if you wanna train Konate and you wanna give him skills, I left him with not that much defense. This is not the best training for him, so yeah, but he's a good option. I really don't believe Konate is competitive, at least not this card. Maybe the one that you can obtain right now in the boxes, one of the boxes right now, maybe the English League box, maybe it's okay, but this one is kind of weak. Either way, I keep him for the French team. Well, those are my options. I think you could also try and get players like Pau Torres, Magalhães. Magalhães has very good numbers. A lot of people have many. There are many Magalhães cards, and maybe you have them. And he's one of the top defenders also. I think he lacks a little bit of stuff, and as a general rule, he comes with few abilities. That's not good. Alright, dudes, those were the center backs. So next video we're gonna jump into the fullbacks and the midfield. We're gonna keep talking about numbers and the kind of training you should give them, and options for free cards that the general player has. So okay, send whatever you need to say to the message section, and I see you next time.